internet, what is happening? Villain Retro here, the most sexy, humble bastard on the internet, and welcome to my channel. Yes, I know I need a haircut. I am very aware of that. So in today's episode, we are going to be avoiding the cesspool that is TikTok because I need a break, okay? Today, we're going to be looking at an article from the Sun newspaper. You know it's going to be good. If you know what the Sun newspaper is, you know this is going to be a good video. For those of you who are fortunate enough never to have heard of the Sun or can't read, it's basically a tabloid paper, you know, it's a bit crap. People over here usually buy it because there's a pair of boobs in page 3, and the articles are, let's just say they're not the best. Now, I seen this article on Twitter, and I literally thought it was a parody, I thought it was a joke, and I read it, and I was like, oh, come on! Basically, the article tells every woman to cheat at least once. What a great article. I could literally stop the video here and just be like, this is a stupid statement. And the video would end, and it would be a good video. But we're going to look at this article and just make fun of it and just talk about how stupid it is. So the article obviously doesn't use real names, but it's about this woman, Rachel, who cheats on her husband, James, with this guy called Andy, and it's essentially a circus. So let's dive into this hot mess of an article. Turn up the cheat. What a great pun, honestly. Like, glad to see all these years of journalism really weren't wasted. Remember journalists back in the day were all like, you know, we fight the mafia, we're going to blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, yeah, basically we're just going to write about how a woman should cheat on her husband. Oh, and I get paid to do that? Okay, bye. Now, a lot of people may think that some of the stuff I'm going to say is quite harsh, but doesn't she kind of deserve it? She cheated on her husband, she encourages other women to cheat on their husbands, and she has stated that she would not rule out cheating again.
All women should have an affair once in their life. It made me feel sexier and look younger.
Did it though? Did it honestly do that though?
If you think having an affair is an absolute no-go for you, think again. You are massively missing out.
You're missing out? Yeah. See your husband? Screw him. See your family? Yeah. Kids? Doesn't matter, because you're missing out. Who wouldn't want the chance to destroy your family? You're missing out.
Nothing beats the buzz of sneaking around behind a partner's back or the rush of adrenaline from the fear of being caught in the act.
Nothing beats that. Nothing beats that. Family, children, grandchildren, a good stable family life, nothing beats that. Nothing beats the rush of being a whore.
Every woman should try it at least once in their lives.
Every woman. Not just the ones, you know, if you're in an abusive relationship and, you know, if you're being ignored, you need to... Every woman. Your mum, your granny, your sister, your daughter, your girlfriend. This mad bastard here tells them to cheat at least once.
Fun nights out were rare for Rachel and her ex.
Yeah, to be honest, it doesn't look really fun. I mean, she looks no fun, and this poor bastard's just sitting here enjoying his whiskey. And then, boom! Mama cheats, is going to slap him in the face. She then goes on to do the whole tale of woe that, oh, at the start it was great. You know, oh, he was great. He only cared about my happiness. He was completely obsessed with my happiness. He lavished me with gifts. I am the most important thing on this fucking earth. You will be exterminated. It takes two to tango in a relationship. You gotta be concerned about both people's happiness. And oh, he didn't focus on my happiness. Does she ever mention his happiness in the article? No. Read through it, she doesn't. So everyone out there who has been in a relationship and has more than half a brain cell, know that there's a thing called the honeymoon period, which is basically at the start, everything's great, it's all new, the person, you're finding out about them, what's your favorite movie, what's your favorite color, I like that too, and it's all great, it's all lovey-dovey, okay? But obviously, like most things, it chills down a bit, you get more comfortable with the person, and you live your life as you normally would with this person. And that does cause problems in relationships. People are like, it's not exciting as it was at the start. And you're like, obviously it's not. But then that's when you got to try and work through it. Don't just turn to, he's not giving me gifts every day. I must cheat on him. So she then goes on to say that she did try to talk to him, but, oh, what? He clammed up? So wait, okay, you're telling me a man is a bit awkward to talk about his feelings? Never heard of that one before. So instead of trying to work with them or maybe go to marriage counseling, Rachel decides to spread eagle herself in the bed and puts on sexy lingerie. Picture the scene. This guy's working hard, comes home, goes straight to bed, and this is lying in the bed being like, "Do me." No wonder that didn't work. Okay? Because not all men work the same. Yes, slap on lingerie. A lot of men are like, but obviously, if you're talking about you're having problems with this guy, it's probably in his head. He's probably like, does my wife even love me? Does she care about me? Am I being bad? Whatever. So you know what's not going to solve it? Just sex. Sex solves everything. No, you got to try and talk. Go to a marriage counselor, not just, I put on heels for him and that did nothing for him. I'm going to cheat on him. So all this is going on in their lives, okay? And do you hear boss music? Yeah. Because enter stage left, we have Big Bad Andrew. So on a work night out, Rachel was approached by this man, Andrew, and she felt flattered when he was flirting with her. So her and this guy, Andrew, start to flirt with each other, talk to each other. She then finds out that he's also married as well, having some problems. One thing leads to another, and they go back and they have sex. Wait, hang on a sec. Whoa. Any need to roast this guy on his bed skills? You're already cheating on him. You don't need to stab the knife in further and just be like, I've had sneezes longer than James. This woman has no redeeming qualities. They have literally just done the dirty, and she's like, when can I do this again? No thought about James, just when can I do this again? Because it's all about my happiness. It's all about Rachel. Everything's about Rachel's happiness. Also, you gotta love the fact that the way she got over the guilt was, I had really good sex. Yeah, I'm ruining this guy's life. He doesn't know it. I'm going behind his back. Oh, but the sex, though. In the next part, she literally brags about, oh, I was so good at doing it. I was amazing. You should have seen me. I was putting wee locks on my phone and I was doing all that. You're literally proud of being an absolute whore. Like, have you no shame, woman? Clearly not. Actually, read the article. So they had sex on her living room floor. James's living room floor. That poor bastard's out working all day, comes home, his wife's having sex with someone else on the floor. And the only reason she didn't have sex on her and James's bed was changing the sheets would raise suspicion. What a hero. What an absolute hero. Not that I didn't have sex on the bed because out of respect for James. That's his bed. Just that I didn't want to change the sheets. What sort of films are we talking about? Are we talking about Saving Private Ryan or, Shaving Ryan's Privates? Woman, never say never. Part of the woman, if a guy's not paying you attention, just get porked by some other guy. Get used by some other guy. Part of you, never say never to get used and abused. All joking aside, the only people who benefit from this are sleazy men. Okay? Like Andrew, for example. Spoiler alert, by the way. Rachel and Andrew didn't stay together. He got back with his wife. Okay? So Andrew got to have his bit of time, bit of fun. Porking Rachel, having a good laugh. And then he's like, oh, I'll just put on my charming persona and I'll just run back to my wife. And Rachel's sitting there in a broken marriage. Good old Andrew. What creep wouldn't want this message to be spread that, oh yeah, well, women should definitely cheat on their husbands. That's great. I'm all for that. Part of woman. If you're going to any local bars, let me know. I'll follow you and it'll be great. Surprise, surprise, the relationship with Andrew didn't work. He got to have his fun. She got to have a broken marriage. Everyone's a winner. Do you want to know something funny? She didn't even tell James about the affair. She kept this going for 3 months. It ended. Didn't even tell him. Didn't have the respect or the decency to tell him. Here's another shocking turn of events. Rachel and James split up. Honestly, though, James dodged a bullet with that marriage. I hope, James, wherever you are, hope you're in a good relationship with a woman who loves you, cares about your happiness, you care about her happiness. All the best to you. And then there was one, little old Rachel, sitting on her own. Oh. So what has Rachel learned from all this? Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. She is still out there on the prowl looking for the one, but would not rule out cheating again. My goodness, whoever gets you is a lucky man. So she's here writing this article talking about how amazing cheating was and how every woman should do it. Is she that stupid she doesn't realize she was used? Andrew used her. He got his kicks, got what he wanted, she's left on her own. Thinks she's empowered by that? Yeah, having loads of men just do whatever they want with you? Yeah, that's really empowering for a woman. Also, it doesn't really make sense looking for the one yet telling women to cheat. What if women are with the one right now? What if someone's married and they're like, I'm with the one and I love him? No, you should cheat. It doesn't make sense. She's an idiot and she's going to be forever alone. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. And here we go. Classic old Rachel, just wanting someone to worship her and only care about her needs. Honestly, Rachel, at this point, you're either going to get a simp who's just going to worship you and do everything for you. You're then going to get bored of that and be like, hey, I'll cheat again. Or you may get a cuck who is into that sort of stuff and is like, I'll let my wife cheat. But again, you'll just be getting used and abused by men just to have sex and then throw you away. That's not empowering you. Like, can you not get that through your thick skull? In conclusion, there's no real winners here. The only real winner is Andrew. Andrew's a jerk-off. People like him give men a bad name. They're the sort of guys who just use women, abuse women, then give men a bad name because then some women are like, oh, men just use me and treat me bad. And we're like, no, we don't. It's just some of us. So that creates problems for us. Then people like Andrew will get women pregnant and be like, oh, flip, dodge, run out of there. And then you've got a kid without a father. People like Andrew are everything wrong with the world. And Rachel is just not helping things. Women like Rachel who think it's empowering to be a slut. It's really not. It's just damaging everyone and it's going to damage you. And the sooner you see that, the sooner you'll be able to get your life sorted. Cheating solves nothing for anyone. It just leaves people feeling miserable, lonely. It ruins lives, families. Like, I've known people in my life who's been affected by affairs. It doesn't solve anything. It just leaves people feeling broken and empty. So, why would Rachel want to spread this message to people? And that was the tale of Rachel, James, and Andrew. What a tragedy. What an absolute tragedy. Thank you all for watching. If you like it, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. If you really like it, hit subscribe. It makes my day. I've been Villain Retro. You've been amazing. I've been amazing. Rachel has been an absolute ass clown. Thank you all for watching. I love you so much. God bless.
Sometimes to see the truth, we have to look at things from another angle. Take this portrait of a single clown. When viewed from a different perspective, it becomes an entire circus.